What's going on, people? Welcome back to Premzy TV. I hope everybody is blessed. It's that time of year, people. Christmas is finally here. Make sure you enjoy your time with your family. Eat a lot, drink a lot, stay safe, folks. But a massive Merry Christmas from me. And also, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel, showing man love as we come into the end of the year. We are going to be pushing out more content during next year and hopefully a lot more content as well. So if you're new people, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and also smash a like on this video. Like. You get me, as it helps push the content out. But that time, Boxing Day bonanza, it's happening. It's a couple days away. The Premier League is finally back, folks. And you know what? I'm absolutely buzzing because I've missed Arsenal dreadfully. Absolutely dreadfully. You get me? Missed them. But unfortunately, I can't make it to the game as I am going to probably 9 out of 10 be pissed. I'm not going to lie. You get me? I went last year with Big Steve on Boxing Day for the Man City Arsenal game. And to be honest, it wasn't a good trip at all. You know what I'm saying, folks? So I'm going to give this one a miss. I will be doing a watch along on the channel as well. So make sure you stay tuned in for that one. But let's get into it, people. It's Arsenal versus West Ham. Arteta versus David Moyes. You get me? It's not going to be an easy game. Believe me, it's not going to be easy game because West Ham, as we all know, they haven't had a great start to the season. They haven't had a great start at all, and they're going to want to bounce back. They're going to want to recover, and there's no best place to come right about now to the top of the table and show people, look, we're on a different kind of route now. You know what I'm saying? So we can't take this game lightly. I just want Arsenal to literally kick off where we left off, show that intensity, show that passion, that hunger, desire, all of it, folks. We need it now more than ever because everyone's been doubting us, saying, you know what, we're going to be falling down. And I'm not having it. I'm not having it. In the position that we are now, we need to contain and maintain that momentum because if we want to be serious about winning a title, I'm not going to lie, this is going to be probably our best opportunity. Although we know we've had a massive injury over the World Cup with Gabriel Jesus, which is going to be massive. But now this is time for Eddie Nketiah to step up and show everybody what he's capable of. You know, prove the doubters wrong, prove me wrong, because I'm one of them guys that I'm not really full with confidence around Eddie Nketiah. It's meaning, is he going to get us to where we needed to go? Personally, I don't think he is, but we have to back him. We have to support him. We have to hope and pray that he can get us some goals and continue in the form that he did at the end of last season, which got him the contract, got him that 14 shirt. But like I said, no easy task against West Ham. The only thing that I'm kind of hanging on to is that we've been playing very well in the Premier League season so far. And also we have a very good record against West Ham. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we could get the victory and literally just kick off from where we left. But like I touched on, Gabriel Jesus, his injury, a lot of Arsenal fans are going to be doubtful. A lot of Arsenal fans are going to drop a little bit of belief. But not just yet. Let's see what the next couple games bring. Let's see what Eddie Nketiah can give to this team. You know what I'm saying, people? Let's get behind him and let's back him. Even if you don't think he's the right man, just get behind him because Arteta seems to believe in him. You know, the boys around the pitch seem to believe in him. So we gotta give him that kind of optimism and that kind of belief as well. However, people, we definitely need to sign in January. Having said all of that, we definitely need to recruit in January. Mikel Arteta has actually come out in a press conference yesterday, and he did say if the right players there, the right profiles there, we'll look to be busy and sign some players. But we messed up last January. We didn't sign anybody when we let Aubameyang go, and that ultimately kind of fucked us for the top four, people. I'm not going to lie. You get me? So I don't want to make them same kind of mistakes. We've had a full month of the World Cup to plan now and see who we want to bring in. There's been quite a few names branded about. João Felix, Mudryk. Personally, one that I've heard has been linked to and I would love is Leroy Sané. Also, there's different options where we could maybe look at a Fulham, look at a Mitrovic and think, you know what, we could do with another striker. Most definitely. He fits the bill. He's big. He's strong. proven goal scorer, knows the Premier League. And also when Gabriel Jesus comes back, is he going to be willing to sit on the bench? Personally, I think, yeah, he won't be kicking up a big fuss because the contrast between Arsenal and Fulham is massive. And coming to Arsenal at the position that we're in right now, it's a very attractive move. So maybe there is options in the window, but we're going to have to wait and see how it pans out, wait and see what kind of happens. But the goals are being getting spread around the team of late, especially through midfield, especially through, the likes of Odegaard, Thomas Partey contributing with goals, Martinelli, Saka. The goals are being getting spread about, and that's what we need to continue happening. Because if the likes of Eddie Nketiah can't finish his dinner, as we seen against Juventus, he missed the sitter for me, which he should have buried. Opportunities like that, he has to be putting away. I understand Gabriel Jesus doesn't score every single opportunity he has. However, he's very effective in the game. If he's not scoring, he's creating, he's making them runs, he's bringing players into play. So the midfield, all the other boys around the pitch are going to have a big part to play because we need them goals if we want to carry on in the position that we are, folks. However, Arteta has also given us some injury news. So Reece Nelson looks like he's going to be out for a few weeks. Emil Smith-Rowe is getting close to a return, but he's just not there yet. He said he's had a little setback in his recovery period. So I think Emil Smith-Rowe will probably be another week or so out, which will leave us very short if an Nketiah gets injured or sent off, or a Martinelli or a Saka gets injured. We're going to be very short in the forward position. Personally, I wanted a midfielder to come in to give Partey cover, but I think we've got a bit of cover in that position right now with Mohamed El Neni back to full fitness, and also Sambi Lokonga can step into that role. It's vital for us to make sure that we don't get no injuries, and we definitely go in January and make them signings because it's going to be so key. But with William Saliba now, Arteta did say he's going to be back today, which is obviously Christmas Eve. Personally, I feel he should go straight into the team because he's been training with France. He's been, they must be going through an intense training camp over there in Qatar for the World Cup. So he's going to be match fit. However, we know he hasn't had much game time with France. He's had a little cameo here and there, but I think he's going to be raring to go, especially after losing that World Cup. Players are going to be hungry. They're going to have the fire in the belly. We've already heard players like Granit Xhaka saying that he can't wait to return back to Premier League football and have unfinished business. So it's a good sign. It's a good key, but it depends on how we start off against West Ham. They've got Mikel Antonio is going to be a doubt. A few other players are going to be a doubt. But like I touched on, it's going to be difficult because these guys are hungry. These guys are a wounded animal. They're going to want to come and play. They're going to want to come and gain 3 points or at least get a draw. And we have to say no to that. We need to continue our form at home. I think it's 27 points out of 27 at the Emirates. We have to keep going with that form at home. And especially as well, what's been quite surprising is our away form has been quite good. Whether that's down to the pressure getting put on from the front with Jesus, we're going to have to wait and see. But like I said, with the Eddie Nketiah situation, this is his time to shine now. If he doesn't shine now, when is he going to shine? Personally, if it doesn't kind of work out, I would have to have a look at bringing Balogun back. Maybe that might be an option if we can't go out there and sign a striker in January, which personally, if this club want to show intent, this club want to let the fans know that they're serious. As we've seen, Arteta has been out in America with Edu, meeting up with the Cronkies. Something must be brewing, but get the business done early. Get the players through the door early, people, because that's what's going to count. That's what's going to matter, having that squad depth. If we can create a good squad depth for Arsenal, I'm telling you, the way the direction of the team's going is only one, and that's straight up. So we have to keep positive. We have to keep the momentum going. And most important of all, we want the players to stay focused. Zinchenko seems to be out for a little bit. He hasn't played much football at all, but he seems to be getting injuries left, right, and centre. But we've got Kieran Tierney to be in that position. And Kieran Tierney is more than adequate enough to fill that role. For me, I love Kieran Tierney. I've said it time and time again. I feel like he can most definitely, be a starter over Zinchenko. He's starting to develop the inverted wing back role as well, during the friendlies against the AC Milan and Lyon. We've seen him actually playing that role a little bit more. And I think the more he gets time doing that, he'll eventually grasp it, because Kieran Tierney's a very intelligent player. We love him bombing down the wing and whipping the balls in. But if the manager's playing to a new system, you've got to adapt yourself to that system. Otherwise, players are going to end up getting sold. And I'll be devastated if he got sold, to be fair, because I think he's got a lot to offer. He's still young. The hunger in the lad is just unbelievable. Also, Arteta has mentioned Martinelli. He does not really see him as a striker. He wants to see him coming off of the left, terrorizing defenses, terrorizing right backs. And personally, I do agree with that. I think Martinelli is very effective at that, getting to the byline, putting balls in, also nicking the odd goal here and there. But at the same time, if we don't go in January and sign, our hand might be forced. If we end up bringing a winger in like Mudryk, Martinelli might be that shout to go up top whilst Jesus is out. We haven't actually got a return date. There's been loads of people saying February time, Jesus will be back. But Arteta has clearly stated he hasn't given a time period, and it could be longer because we just don't know, folks. So we have to really be reserved as fans to rush him back, because especially after having surgery, he needs to get back to full fitness as well, because he's going to be lying around for a little bit, not moving, not hardly any activity. So for me, I think Jesus probably come in at the back end of February, early March, which is a massive, massive blow. The contract situation with Martinelli, there's been loads of reports about saying Martinelli's ready to pen his new deal, which I thoroughly believe. I think Martinelli and Saliba will definitely sign a new deal. There's no reason for them not to right about now. Everything's going great at Arsenal. The fans love them, and I think they feel loved as well. So I can see them signing a contract, even though Arteta said that you're going to have to wait and just keep asking him, because he hasn't got no current updates for us. But at least he's being open and honest and just keeping it real and just saying it as it is, to be honest with you folks. But that's the Arsenal versus West Ham preview. I'm going to give you my prediction for the game before we wrap it up. So I don't think it's going to be that easy. I'm going to go with an Arsenal 1-0 victory to the Arsenal, the famous scoreline. And as long as we get them 3 points, it is key. As long as we get them 3 points, it is key. But people, let's stay behind the team. Let's keep backing the team. I know that your heads are going to be dropping. I know that, the belief's going to slowly fade away because Gabriel Jesus is injured and we're going to be thinking, what if, what if, what if? But let's just go with it. Let's just see what this season can bring, because ideally, I want to win the title. That's what every fan wants, is for your club to win the title. But if we do land in that top four and we cement it, it's still progression. We're still playing Champions League football, people. But just before we go, make sure you smash a like on this video, subscribe if you're new. Have a happy, happy Christmas, people. And like I said, stay safe. But I will be back on Boxing Day with a watch along. Obviously, I'm not going to the game due to being Boxing Day and probably being hammered, and it's just going to be a mad thing. So I am going to be doing a watch along. So make sure you stay tuned in for that, people. But peace and love, and we'll see you on the next one.